Hi, welcome to Foreigner in the Philippines. I just want to have another topic to tackle, and this is one of some messages that we receive. Is it their obligation to support the Filipina family? So uh, from the very beginning, before you get married to a Filipina, you should bear in mind that you're not only marrying the Filipina, but also the whole family. And because here in the Philippines you can only find a family which is bigger family, because the grandmother living in same house, the mother, the father, the siblings, the grandchild, so that's how we family close family ties we are. So that's one thing that other foreigner is scared, that my income is enough to support my wife, but the relatives, the family of my wife is a lot. Should I be obliged to support them? And the answer is, it's up to you. Sorry. It's up to you, because as long as you know from the very beginning that you're not that your wife has a big family. So and just bear in mind that that's when you married to your wife, you're not only marrying that wife, but also you're embracing the culture, you're embracing the whole family, the whole clan of the family, because all the relatives, all the siblings, the nephew, the nieces will call you daddy, tito, so you're you will be having a big family, so when you arrive to the Philippines and you get married to that woman, we got a big family, and that family will stick to you, and that family, once you're in the difficult times, happy and ups and downs, they're always there to help you, and at the same time they will treat you as part of the family. So that's one thing. At the same time, it's I think this is a simple way it is. Once you've been in once you saw the scenario, because I'll just give you an example. When Terence and I live in Cebu for a couple of months, at first, it's difficult for Terence to understand, because Nanay is calling me when I was working in Cebu, and Nanay asking for some money for the electricity connections, because that time, back to 2013, we don't have electricity yet. So there's a program in the government that provide a free electricity, but there are a little electrical wire to buy, and some other stuffs going to our house. So that's one thing. So I said to Terence, I need to send money to Nanay for the electrical, and then I say that amount, and then Terence says, how about your other siblings? Even if they contribute 50 pesos and or 100 pesos, so that you will not shoulder all the obligations. And I said to Terence, you know what? 50 pesos, 100 pesos is a big amount to my siblings, because that 50 pesos could buy them a kilo of rice, could to feed the family, or some fish, some dish, and it will last for 1 day or 2 days budget on the family. So Terence says, all right, that's 50 pesos. They will that's your mother. They will give that to your mother. And I said, I don't want to ask them, because I know in myself how 50 pesos or 100 pesos is a big amount to them. So I send Nanay that money. So now when we decided to live here at Nanay, so that's another thing that Terence still don't understand the time, is when we get some grocery, when we buy during the pensions arrive, we buy a lot of groceries for 15 days or 30 months, some canned goods, some meat, so like that. So what happened is, when we arrive here, because we're riding in the bike, or Manong Rado will pick up on the road if we get a lot of boxes of grocery. So now, for example, there is one time that we bring a grocery, put it in the back of the motorcycle, and then when we take it out, Nanay already separated, so Terence saw that Nanay set aside for few cans for Mananglina, few cans for Manangrado, so your distribution. So Terence says, why is it Nanay like that? Why is it he give out our grocery? You know? Why is it he gives out our grocery to Mananglina and Manangrado? We're not selling, you know, so that's that's the mindset before. So I said to Terence, you know, because Nanay care for them, because Nanays know that they have no food in their house, you know. So that's the few weeks that we're here that Terence still didn't understand that the culture that we have. So sometimes there's also another times that Terence, once we get breakfast or lunch and dinner, Manong Rado came here to have breakfast, to have lunch, and then sometimes Manong Rado came out in the house of Nanay bringing some bowl of soup or some dish going home, and then Terence saw it, and then Terence says, why is it Manong Rado always eat here and then bring some food going home, you know? And then I explained to Terence about it. Then later on I said Terence says, now I understand when we went to Manong Rado's house that when they pick up the in the kitchen, that is only rice that they eat. So that's one thing. So so now she just realized that, yeah, you know. And then that's the time that Mananglina, we allow Mananglina and Taliklik to eat here and bring some food going home. And then Manong Rado is welcome anytime, because Terence just realized that, you know, what if that's my own family? That I'm very pity if that's my own brother or my sister and they have nothing in their house, you know. So that's one thing that make Terence always it opens his mind. It's open his mind that it's really different. It's different culture. It's the same scenarios that we live here, you know. So that's why in every time we get some groceries, we add on more canned goods, some noodles, you know, and then they have it, you know. So they got that, and we make sure also that even once a week Manong Rado will have job here, and we pay so that he got some money at the same time for Mananglina, because few hundreds is a big to them, you know. So that makes things so that's why it says that if you're a foreigner and it gives you headache to think that my Filipina has a big family, you know. Once you will embrace the culture, once you saw in your eyes the reality, then you will be open, and at the same time it will change your mindset, and you will not getting paranoid or getting a lot of angry in yourselves, or getting a lot of questions, should I, you know, because in time you will open your heart and says that these people, I met my Filipina not just to love him, but at the same time to open my eyes, the reality that I was put in these situations because I have a purpose, you know. So that's one thing. And at the same time, just, you know, it's a way, you know. In other words, just always remember that family that your Filipina have is also your family. So they will be your family, and they will love you as much as they love their Filipina daughter or their Filipina relatives, because you bring change to them. At the same time, you embrace who they are and accepted who they are. Yeah, so don't get headache, just let go. At the same time, few pesos, you know, few pesos to share with someone, especially to the relatives or your Filipina, is nothing compared the happiness that you will receive of having a big family in the Philippines. Have a good day, and God bless.